What's going on, y'all? A little bit of a different video today. I had somebody ask me on one of the other social media platforms just to kind of give them a look at my workspace, even as crazy as it is. And I figured I'd do so. I don't really have a whole lot going on today, and it's a rainy day out here in North Carolina for a Saturday. So I'm gonna turn this thing around and just kind of give you an overview of what I got going on, and yeah, that's it. Well, this is my little work area. Um, Along with that, I know it's kind of crazy to have that toolbox there, but I use that a lot for the hobby side. But this is the entire bench. There's no method. It's only madness at this point. I'm in a process. I don't know if I'm going to move everything or not. I may be moving it all. That's why it's so cluttered at the moment. But let's take a deeper look, and I'll show you what all I got going on. This toolbox, like I said, I actually do use it for the RC stuff. Now, my wife gave me the bottom box for Christmas. I bought her a new Dyson vacuum, and so she got me this. And then I bought the top box to go along with it. And it's just a U.S. General from Harbor Freight, but it's a great box. I love it to death. It's well built. And I don't know if the camera's going to do right. My lighting is kind of crazy in here, but I got it in orange. Go figure. I'm an orange guy. I don't know what it is, but that was a major selling point. But I do use it, for the RC side. Now I've obviously got crap everywhere, but I mean, here we go. I got a drawer, nothing but old spare tires, and then we get into. I don't have a whole lot of tools here. My cousin's shop is no more than about a half a mile away, and so anytime I have any heavy mechanical stuff, I go over there. He's got he's got two lifts and things like that. So I just keep a little bit of stuff here in it, for household crap. And it's not all automotive either. Oh, wow, 2 bags. But I've got a lot of household stuff as well. Here's a drawer of random stuff, RC stuff, O-ring kit I use on different things, and clamps. And there's a caliper set, and let's see, we got styrene and miscellaneous Traxxas parts from back in the day, and even some old Aquacraft stuff from back when I had my UL1 and both my Rio 51s. But like I said, I do use it. And this drawer here, oh my gosh, let me turn that over. Yeah, definitely gonna turn that one over. But all my manuals from what I've built or what I am building are in here. Decal sheets, they're usually flat, and just miscellaneous supplies, And I think the bottom drawer here is where I keep some batteries. Just found a place for them. Vacuum pump, pipe wrench, clamp tool, you name it. And it's just like that all the way down. But it's come in handy. But like I said, I don't do much automotive. I used to have my own shop, but I don't have use for a lot of that stuff anymore. And if I need to, I just take it over to my cousin's place and do it there. And then the bench right here, I think it's 5 feet here. And then I've got, let's see, that was 6, 7, 8. I got 8 feet that way. The 2 drawers, that's it. And that's it. I took from a cubicle that somebody was throwing away and incorporated into them and use them for all kinds of mess, just storage, and some, household crap, and some just random stuff usually winds up in there and over there. And then the shelf underneath is a hodgepodge of crap. This piece here is marble, and it's heavy as lead too, man. No bigger than it is. Where I primarily do all the building and keeps everything true, keeps everything level, and I got a habit of working on building these kits right here. The bin here is somewhat separated. I've still got a lot of random screws and things to put in, but you know, all my wiring, and then there's a lot of different things in there, and just it's just it's just set up, just different stuff, different places, I guess. This thing here I want to get into one evening. It's a suspension jig, as it says, that I made for building suspensions for the SCX10 and the 10.2, and it's worked out very well. I like it a lot. Then up here is where I keep all the small hand tools. This is just a magnet from Harbor Freight again for like $4. My ham radio is screaming low voltage, but and that gives me a place to keep everything up and kind of keep it organized. And I hear you, I heard you. But yeah, it's up out of the way. This jig here is for soldering. I have yet to use it, but it's here. My ham radio. I don't have a license, but I bought the radio so I could just listen. I'm getting a license pretty soon, I hope. This thing here, somebody asked me about it. No, it's not a microphone. It looks like a microphone. It is actually a radio. The radio doesn't work, but I just thought it was cool, and I bought it at a yard sale. But yeah, you know, because I do that whole radio thing. And then this cleat here, as random as it is, came off of my granddad's boat. He had a 38, it was 40 foot, let's say, Chris Craft Catalina back in the day. And this was a piece that I found down at the beach house after he had passed away, and the boat was been long sold. And so my plan is to mount it to a piece of oak, or excuse me, to a piece of teak, and have a small plate engraved with the boat name and his name and everything. Just something for me. My little driver, I think the thing was like $24, Home Depot. And of course it's got a Phillips bit in it now, but it does take these here, which are all the hexes for different different RC kits. And this corner piece was a piece that I found at work that was going to be thrown out. It was actually part of a corner cabinet. And so I thought I'd just stick it in here and get some use out of it and just keep random stuff in here. Now everybody see this and think this is some kind of medication. It is not. This is all sand scorcher parts that I still that were left over, and so I just stuck them in that and wrote it on it so I'd keep those kind of by themselves. And then there's random bins here. It's like the bottom bin there is Tamiya. It says Tamiya Mix, and all it is different screws and mess from Tamiya kits. And if you do a lot of kit building, you do anything with styrene, let me get this out of the way. I would suggest if you don't have one, get one of these. It is a lifesaver. And it's like that on the other side as well. Top side, double-sided tape, things of that nature. Then we cannot have a shop without old Marvin Sutton, Popcorn Sutton from out of the hills of North Carolina. Moonshining legend. Oh, let me see. Somebody asked me what this was. This is just a box, a cardboard box. And I keep... it's just something where I can take these sprues, stick them down in, it keeps them up off of the table or whatever, and keeps you having to hang them to let things dry. These are 2 sets of windshield wipers. I didn't know which way I wanted to go, so I did one in chrome and one in black for the sand scorcher, and they've been sitting here for a little while, but we'll get to it eventually and get it all finished up. Then you come over to here, my computer and radio setup, just a cheap laptop computer that I use for music and looking up different things online for different kits. And then my radio, I usually have it on, if not talking while I'm doing a kit or something. And a lot of guys on there having just having some decent fun. And that box there is a power supply for that, which is an amplifier. It looks like an amplifier you would have for a stereo, but it is not. It is for that radio. And then just got my VWs sitting out. A VW Fanatic, so I just wanted to leave those out for now. And across the top, got some of them out. The only thing I don't have out here right now is the Scorpion, the motorcycle that I'm building, that NSR 500. and the Rift. It's in a box. But yeah, I mean, it's a decent little work area, and I enjoyed it. It's kind of cluttered, and the floor is in really bad shape. It needs sweeping or vacuuming right now. It's just an old rug that we were going to throw out, so I thought I'd bring it out here. But that's my spot, man, and this is what helps keep me sane. And yeah, decent little work area. These cabinets here, there's two of them, the shorter one, and then it bridges into this one and goes around like such, were some that I took out of a customer's house. These were, they called them filler cabinets above the actual, cabinets in the kitchen. They sat on top of the cabinet box and filled the gap between the top of the cabinets and the ceiling, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen in a while, in a right good while. There are sliding doors, but I took them off, because they didn't want to slide that well. So it gives a lot of space for junk, as you can see. But they were free 99, complete freebies. And all I did was bring them here and reattach them to the walls, and man, they have come in super handy. So that was a definite bonus right there. The thing, that radio right there is just a standard CB radio. It does have upper and lower sidebands and FM capabilities, but it's just a hobby that I enjoy also, and it's kind of cool to get out here and get to building a kit and have this just on in the background, because you never know what you're going to hear. It's like just a couple of weeks ago, I was in here and had it on, and you get different signals from all over the place, and I had a signal come out of Manchester, United Kingdom, and which is a rarity for us. And so guy's calling, and he's calling and calling, and I turned my amp on and picked up the microphone, old D104 handheld, and of course I've got this one over here too. But I gave him a shout back, and he heard me, and it blew me away that I was actually able to talk to this cat for, I don't know, it's less than 5 minutes, but it was just like he was standing here in my shop. It was so clear. And I actually wrote a post about it on Facebook, because I can't remember his name. He called himself the One-Eyed Duck, Manchester, United Kingdom, and it was 3,766 miles away. And it was just really kind of cool to make that contact. But yeah, I had somebody ask me about it, but it's just an old RCI 2980, and I love that old thing to death. As you can see, you don't have to have some high-dollar shop or a complete bedroom in your house, give up a complete bedroom in your house to have a decent little workspace. And you don't have to have the most expensive tools. Just whatever fits in your budget, man. That's how I do this stuff. That's how I can get out here and do these things. But I keep it on a shoestring budget. Because if I don't, the little blonde woman in the house will probably kill me, and I'll have to move out here. But yeah, thanks for taking a look at my little shop. Any questions, comments, whatever, put them down at the bottom. If you're new to the channel, you want to subscribe, please do. It just takes a second, and the button is somewhere down there. So, and if you will, hit the like button, because I would like to grow this thing and get it into that algorithm. Started to say something I shouldn't. That YouTube algorithm, so I can get this thing out there. But take good care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. Do something nice for a stranger, and be a decent human. And we'll talk to you real soon on the next video. Take care.